This demonstration will be for the imagination sweater with an alternative skirt. We have used plain double crochets here and then around the post to make these ridges. So after following Mikey's pattern, I have completed row 7, and this is where we join the armholes under the armpits there. So this part of the pattern is exactly like Mikey's pattern up to row 7. Okay, and in the pattern on row 8 it says that we have to double crochet in each stitch and chain one space across, but from now on we are going to change the pattern a little bit. We are going to make it a little bit fancy on the bottom, which will be perfect for any little girl. So we do row up to row 7, and then row 8 is different. So we have our jacket and it is joined in the armholes. This is upside down as well. And what we want to do, we want to do 2 double crochets in every stitch across. Now this is going to be row 8. So we need to chain up 3. And then going into that same space, we want to put in another double crochet. And in every stitch across, we want to put in 2 double crochet stitches. So we are increasing in every stitch across. And we need to increase in every stitch across because we are going to have it a little bit gathered around the top or around the waist of the jacket. So we are coming up to the part where we're going to be working under the armpit. So again, just working 2 stitches into the stitch. And now we are working across the back of the jacket. This yarn is very soft and very nice for a baby, but it seems to split. And I don't know if that really matters when you knit, but when you're crocheting it is annoying. And I tend to not work with yarns that split because I find that I get them caught and they have little bits sticking out and it doesn't look very nice. So working across all the way to the end of this row, doing our 2 double crochets in each stitch. At the end of the row that we've just done is going to be a little bit wavy because we've increased in every stitch. It's not really going to lay flat, so this is perfectly normal. This is what we want. If it doesn't go really crinkly, that's fine too. I mean, look, we can make it lay flat if we have to. So that was row 8. So we have completed row 8 of the imagination sweater, and then row 9 is our row of double crochets, 2 in each stitch, and our next row is where our pattern starts. We want to chain up 3, and working across we want to put in 4 more double crochets, 1 into each stitch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and at the beginning and the end of each row we are going to be having 5, because we lose one of our stitches on our border row. So the next stitch we are going to work around the post, which means we're going to work around this stitch here. Instead of going into the top there, we are working around it. So we want to do a double crochet around the post of the next stitch. So that means going next to the stitch and around the back and through, and now working our double crochet. So working 4 more double stitches across. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Our next one is going to be around the post. So going in next to the stitch. So that's where we would go here, going next to it into the gap, around the back, and then completing our double crochet. What it does is it makes that one that we went around the post, makes it stick up. Can't really see it on the video, but it will if you're doing it. So we need to put in 4 more stitches across, double crochet stitches that is. And this whole thing is worked in double crochets, this part of the pattern. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Our next one going around the post, so not into the top there, around the back of the stitch, and then just working our double crochet as normal. 4 more stitches across. That's 1, 2, 3 and 4, working around the post. Working in 4 more normal double crochets. So you can see a pattern forming here. So it's 4 and then around the post. But just remembering on our first part, you have to put in 5 stitches first. And then you might be able to see that on the camera, it's sticking up there. So can you see that? It's starting to be raised in certain spots. So we've done our raised one here. That's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Next one is around the post. So we want to continue this pattern until we get to the other end of our row.